All right, guys, let's take a look at this Spinnaker Fleuss. I think is how you say it. It's a SP5085-01. And price tag on this guy, I believe on the website says $260. So I'll put a link in the description. And let's just get right into it. You can see there's some bold colors on this that make it really pop. I think I like the play of colors, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. Let's talk about the size. 43 millimeter case. 51 lug to lug. You can see it's a very kind of just almost like an arch shape to the case. They're not like a dramatic turn down, but they just kind of have a natural flow to them. So 51, 12.75 thick. That's including the sapphire crystal, which has a like very slight dome to it. It's almost flat. Does have anti-reflective coating. You can see it like kind of come into play right there. You can see a little pop of blue. So just under 13 mil thick there. And 22 millimeter lug width. Comes on this treated, actually they kind of talk about it here on the back here if you read that. It's like leather. There's like a panel of leather on the top of the strap, but the rest of the strap is all of like that really nice silicone type strap material with silicone keepers. Thanks for doing that, not the metal ones. And you have the quick release spring bars there. You have some information on the screw down case back there. The model number. It has the Seiko Japan-made Meca-Quartz movement. Actually, let's get that running right now. So you just push these down. They kind of snap in. It has a mechanical feel because there is actually some mechanical bits in there. And you'll see you get that chronograph hand going. You have a running seconds down at the 6. And you have an oversized date up at the 12. I have not seen that before, so that's pretty cool. And what else do we have here? We have a 60-minute counter there, and then I think you have just a 24-hour clock here indicating so you know if you're an AM or PM. Pretty sure that's what that is. Let's see. Screw down crown. This one has 150 meter water resist, so it's interesting that it has the screw down crowns, but I guess they have to, which you can screw these down too, the pushers. So to keep your water resistance, you'd have this one screwed in and you'd have these screwed in, and then you can't push these. To operate the pushers, you have to unscrew those. So everything's pretty well sorted there, plenty of traction. And then let's check the bezel action. Kind of spongy feeling, but 120 click and works fine once you get it going. But you can see it's pretty spongy feeling, but once you get it past or to your spot and then you just kind of settle it back, then it's fine. It lines up and everything. So it has kind of like a bellied out bezel insert. I forget what you call that. Almost like it's, you know, dang, it slips my mind how they used to call that. Bakelite, I think. Is that what it was? Something like that. It has like an appearance of that. I'm sure it's loomed. We'll do a loom shot at the end. And you can see it's, I don't even want to say faux patina anymore because it's almost just like a different color that they're using. It's at this point when it's this vivid of a color, it's not really faux patina to me. It's just like a yellowish tan color they're using. And that coupled with the red trim, there are other colorways of this model and you can check them out. But this one's kind of cool. I think I like the red tones with that off-white or tan colored. I think it just pairs up nice. And if we zoom in on this dial, you can see it has a lot of heavy texture going on to it, you know, minus the sunken in sub dials, but the main dial is actually very texture oriented. So pretty good finishing overall. I don't know. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm not a big chronograph guy, so it's a little hard for me to like get too excited about this one, other than I do think it looks cool. And I do like the Seiko Meca-Quartz movement. So, you know, I stopped it. Now when you go to reset it, it's just going to snap right back instantly. So that's pretty fun. Let me pop this guy on wrist so you can get a look at what it is going to show on a 7 1/4 inch wrist. It's very comfortable. The strap is actually really nice, having the silicone on there, and then, you know, the leather panel up top. I think the color, you know, the reveal of the red along the edges, and then a little bit in the punch outs for the tang there, just has like a nice pop to it that ties in with the watch overall. But it feels good on wrist. and looks good on wrist for sure. So let me kill the lights. We'll check the lume. I have not checked the lume on this guy. Yeah, it's loomed all out, even the subdial hands. So they did a pretty good job with the lume. It looks like it's C3. I mean, it's definitely green. You can see it kind of matches the green of the backdrop lume items there, but it's loomed out nice. I think Spinnaker's constantly, you know, improving their game a little bit, and that's nice to see, you know, because you know, they're definitely on the more affordable side. You know, you're talking a $260 watch. I don't know if there's any discounts or deals out there. I'm sure there are if you do some hunting. So I'm sure you could probably get a deal on it somewhere. I don't know. I think even Mark at Long Island Watch sells Spinnaker, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Keep it clean, though. I know there's some Spinnaker haters out there. You know, you don't need to go off on it. If you don't like it, just say I don't like it and move on. But for the rest of the people that do like it and like getting, you know, really good value proposition type watch, this might suit your needs. I'll see you guys in the next vid.